Okay, now we're going to have a look at a slight variation on the block. This one's called an external reference. So it's inserting a drawing similar to a block. You know, we did say that inserting a block into a drawing is inserting another drawing into another drawing. So we're going to do the same again. It's again inserting a drawing into another drawing, only this time instead of actually inserting it, we're really attaching it to it. So it never actually becomes part of the drawing. It's almost like a template, if you like, over the whole thing. So let's go ahead and have a little look and see what this is all about. So we've got a block option here in the Home tab, and to get to the external reference stuff, it's over here in the Insert tab, and it's got its own little panel here now. I think in 2009 it had references and blocks all in one. It's got a sort of separate panel now here for references, editing references, and so on. Just be aware of this little arrow. I think there's a little arrow down in the corner. It opens up. If I open up that, it opens up the external references palette, which will show us what's attached to this drawing. Currently there's nothing attached to it. This is the drawing name, but there's nothing else attached to it. Now while I'm in here, I might as well show you, we can actually attach drawings, images, or whatever in here. So we could attach our external reference drawing from within this box, but it's easier just here if you just click on the little attach button. So I click on attach, up comes a dialog box for you to go and search for your drawing you want to attach as an external reference to this drawing, so that little attach button. If I type the keyboard shortcut XA, brings up the same thing. So either XA is probably the easiest thing to remember, but you've got an attach option there as well in your reference panel. So let's go look for the drawing I want to attach. So in my case it's in my documents and 2010 files, and it's this one, office plan. So click open to that, and we get this attach external reference dialog box popping up. Now it's slightly different than the one in the book, but if you look at both and compare both, you'll see that pretty much the same stuff's in it. I think all the same stuff's in it. There's nothing really new in it. There is a slight difference between attachment and overlay. I'll maybe just do a little separate thing on that, on the attachment and overlay. There's a good actual explanation of it. If you were in class, you would have seen me kind of pointing to it. There is a good, in the help menu, if you just type in overlay and do a search for overlay, there's a great little explanation. It really doesn't come any clearer than that. So if you want to check that out as well in the help menu, again, like I said, just type in overlay and there's a good explanation from within there. I'll maybe just do a separate video on it as well. So attachment or overlay, for the purpose of the test, for most things, we're going to just attach it to the drawing. So we're going to use this attachment, and we're not really going to modify anything else. Just make sure scale is unchecked. We're going to leave it in as scale 1:1. Insertion point, most of the time you're going to insert it at 0, 0. You know, but if you know a spot you want to put in, you can obviously change that on the screen as well. So I just go ahead and click OK to this, and I'll do the zoom extents. Now I don't know if you kind of notice on that, but it's slightly grayed out on my screen. And again, if I go to the reference tab, you can see I can make it darker, or I can, you know, lighten that way down. And that's really just to give it the sort of the impression that it's not actually part of this drawing, just to keep reminding you that this is just attached, kind of stuck onto it. If I left click on it, you see that's my insertion point 0, 0, and this drawing is really just attached in here. It's almost like a tracing, if you like, in the drawing for me to walk around. I was going to say I can't edit it, I can edit it, but really what you're using X references for are, again, I said it in class, it's for working in groups, if you like. So somebody could be working away on the overall layout of this office and reception area, and you could be working on the contents of it, so positioning desks, chairs, and whatever, so on. So you're working on the actual layout of the furniture, whereas somebody else is working on the actual the overall build, if you like, of this little office and reception area. And you can kind of, as the benefits of the external reference is, as it's modified, you'll always get notification to say that it's been changed. So if I open up the original file, so that's the drawing 2 here, so we've got that and we're working away and we're going to place furniture in there. But if I open up the original file, the office furniture file, so I'll go back to office plan and open it up. Let's for once just kind of think if this was on a separate machine. So you could be in an office, there could be multiple machines in the office, you could be working, you know, further distances, depends on where your network stretches to. But you know, too, you could be working away, and let's say I'm working on another PC on the office plan drawing, and I decide, or somebody tells me, you know, you can't have that much space in the reception area, we're going to have to reduce that by a meter. So I'll stretch that down by 1,000 mil. And I kind of go, okay, so that's what I'm stuck with, I'll do a quick save. Then I go back to the other PC, I'm just flicking windows in this one, but you get the idea. So go back to the other PC, and look what pops up in the corner. I get a warning to say that an X-reference file has changed and may need reloading. So it's telling me actually SALID on this PC here has just reloaded the office plan drawing, or just updated the office plan drawing, and this is an option for you to reload it. So I can either discard that and kind of go, it's not really going to affect me, or I can go, oh, maybe that will affect me, and left click on that and it reloads it, and I go, whoa, the thing's changed. Okay, so maybe I'm not a happy bunny with that. I have no room there in reception, so I'll go and ring up or talk to whoever's doing this and kind of saying, you can't do that on me, I have no space now for a reception desk. So I'll go back and talk to the person that's working on this, and they'll go, oh, okay, we'll give you that little bit more room back, save the changes, then I go back to the other PC, and there I get to save changes and it comes back in. So I constantly have messages and warnings to say that it's the drawing's been changed, the external reference changed. Now I can't modify this. I was going to say I can't modify it. If the drawing is opened by somebody else, I can't check it out for editing. But if I had it in as an external reference and nobody else had it open, I could actually edit it just like a block, and I can change that myself with a block. So if that wall was changed and I didn't like it and I wanted to change it, I could actually modify it. I'm not sure you'd want to do that. If you're not in control of this, you probably shouldn't be playing around with the outline of it. You should probably go and check before you change anything. However, you can actually edit it just like a standard block as well, so you can check it out and edit it as well. Okay, so there's hopefully you can see the benefits of using the external ref in a group situation. Now